Such different people from different lands. We're all descendants of the first man. We can be one nation facing one God, with no hatred, no envy, no war. So what a wonderful world this would be, if we all open our eyes to see He is all that we need right now, and we can all come together somewhere, somehow.
Assalamu alaikum and welcome to an exciting episode of Bridges with me, Rafi Abdul Malik. We're joined in the studio as usual by Dr. Naji Al-Faj. Welcome, Doctor. Thank you for joining me.
Welcome.
You're more than welcome. Thank you for joining me in the studio. We're talking about the concept of Allah, the oneness of Allah, the submission of Allah. What does it actually say in the Quran about Islam? Doctor, let's go into depth. Let's really go into the core point of Islam. What does a Muslim mean in the Quran? What does the word Muslim, what are we, Muslims?
Great. First, I would like to welcome you all. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. The meaning of Islam and Muslims. Let me start first talking about the concept of Islam, or what is the meaning of Islam. Islam simply means submission, obedience, surrender to the will of the one true God. So Muslims, all Muslims who believe in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, they believe in Him alone. They submit to Him alone. They pray to Him alone. And the religion is a quality, a description, or the word. I mean, the word Islam is a quality or a description of a process that we do. Submitting or submission to the word of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. A Muslim, the definition or the meaning of a Muslim is linguistically any person, if he or she submits to the will of Allah, to the will of God, the one true God, he is called a Muslim.
Subhanallah.
Again, this is another point that I would like to share and stress.
The crucial point that we need to stress on, what a Muslim is.
A Muslim does not belong to a certain region. He is not necessarily from the Middle East or from Pakistan or India or you name it. A Muslim, any person, he is in the West or in the East, in the North or in the South. If he or she believes in Allah, submits his will to the Creator, they pray to Him, to Allah alone, we call them, or they are called, Islamically speaking, Muslims. So it has nothing to do, the name or the term, a Muslim, or the word in general, Islam. It has nothing to do with a certain ethnicity, a certain race, or a particular place, or region, or nationality.
It's a very good, clear point that we want to clear up, because you're saying to us now, it's very clear that, Islam is for the world, not just a certain, people or certain race. Subhanallah, mashallah, Doctor.
In the West, generally speaking, I went to study my graduate studies at Michigan State University. I went to some schools and some, organization or student organizations gatherings. So when I write the word, I go to, as I mentioned, to schools, to high schools, elementary schools, and I write the word Islam on the board. I asked the students to brainstorm quickly about the word Islam on the board. Just like there, Islam. Guess what did they come up with? Some of them, I asked some of the students, I asked some of the students to go there and write down
Yes.
what came to their minds.
Just free thoughts.
Free thoughts.
You didn't tell them anything.
Just very quickly,
Yes.
quick
Yes.
brainstorming.
Yes.
Some of the kids or some of the students there, they put under Islam, Arabs,
Mm.
terrorism, Middle East,
Yes.
4 wives.
Yes.
This is what they know.
Yes.
Sadly speaking, this is what generally the media and some biased books
Yes.
or references,
Yes.
they portray Islam in a negative way.
Yes.
They make it as a bad guy.
Yes.
This is why there is a kind of Islamophobia.
Exactly.
They are afraid from Islam. So I advise
Mm-hmm.
all those who are sincere,
Yes.
this is my brotherly advice.
Exactly.
Please go back to the source.
Yes.
If you want, Brother Rafiel, if you want to learn Arabic, where do you go?
To the school.
To the school.
To the core point.
If you want to go, for example, if you want to be a chemist or a physicist, where do you go?
To the school.
To that school.
Yes. Of course.
Similarly, if you want to know about Islam and Muslims,
Exactly.
logically, where should we go?
Exactly. To the school. To
We-
the Islamic centres.
Exactly.
Yes.
We should go to Islamic centers,
Yes.
Islamic websites.
Of course.
Because there are many websites on the net which are actually give or provide misinformation.
Exactly.
So we have to be careful.
Yes.
We have to be careful on the information that we get
Exactly.
from the sources.
Well, Doctor, unfortunately, I was one of those people before Islam. I used to look at the media, the newspapers, the TV. Oh gosh, look, the Muslims. They're concentrating on the word Muslims, Iraq, such places like this. And my impression was with men with big beards, and I'm scared. I'm like, gosh. And now, alhamdulillah, I live in Egypt. You know, this is not the case. You know, they are ordinary people, submissive, like we're talking about, submissive. The point is here, the media has a misconception of, you know, they don't focus on the actual people like we are focusing upon today. They are focusing upon their religion. A great point that I want to point out also is, that, you know, what does it actually say in the Quran about Christianity? You know, how do we treat Christians in our, you know, as it's called, a Muslim land? How do we treat them? Do we treat them fairly? Do we, you know, treat them unfairly? What does it say in the Quran?
The Quran clearly, explicitly
Yes.
teaches us to treat others fairly and, you know, kindly.
SubhanAllah.
Christians or other
Yes.
than Christians, the Quran does not allow us to transgress,
Exactly.
to kill others for no reason,
So,
or even to steal or backbite even.
yes. Crucial point. You know, one of the first things I found out after reverting to Islam, you know, do not backbite. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, if you can't say anything nice, don't say it at all. Don't backbite about your brothers or sisters. You know, think of what you would like for yourself, for your brothers and sisters. A crucial point there.
I would like to also, I mean, in relation to this point, that we have to be objective.
Yes.
That not all Christians, not all Jews, not all Hindus, not all Buddhists are the same.
Yes.
This is not fair to say all Muslims are the same.
Exactly.
Because there are the majority of them. There is the majority of them who are friendly, peaceful, kind, nice. You find even everywhere, you find, you know, here or there, in any religion, in any country,
Exactly.
you find the majority of them who are friendly, peaceful.
Yes.
You find a small percent who are,
Exactly.
you know, on the other extreme.
Yes.
And this is a fact.
Yes.
Humans are humans.
Exactly.
Humans are
Of course.
humans.
We can't
Anywhere.
get away from that point. You know, it seems to be, you know, the majority are good. However, there's a small majority, like in any around the world, any part of the world. You know, there's good people, there's bad people. However, it's a small majority. That's a clear point that we have to clear up. It's a small majority of people.
Another thing I would like to stress here, that we should not overgeneralize things.
Yes.
If one person or a small percent or just a small number of people do something wrong, we should not say this is not fair.
Yes.
We should not say all Americans, all,
Yes.
Spanish people or Arabs
Yes.
or Muslims are bad.
Exactly.
This is not fair.
Exactly.
Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in the Quran, again, let's go back to the beauty of the Quran.
Inshallah.
It says, وَلَا يَجْرِمَنَّكُمْ شَنَآنُ قَوْمٍ عَلَىٰ أَلَّا تَعْدِلُوا اعْدِلُوا. Make not the enmity of any people turn you unjust.
SubhanAllah.
Be just.
Yes.
The Quran tells us, don't make any hatred, don't let any hatred or hostility
Yes.
towards others make you unjust.
SubhanAllah.
Nay, no,
Yes.
be just.
Yes.
This is the invitation of the Quran.
Yes.
Let me please go back to the slide. So Islam means submission
Yes.
to the will of the one true God. Can we find the meaning of Islam in the Bible?
SubhanAllah.
Let's find out.
Yes. Let's go ahead.
Knowledge is power.
Yes.
In this program, we try our best to share some parts
Yes.
concerning the truth.
Of course.
We share the knowledge and truth.
Revealing the truth, basically. Yes.
The Bible says, I delight to do thy will. So if when you like to do the will of God,
Yes.
it means what? You are
Submissive.
submissive.
Yes.
Good. Another verse. Teach me to do thy will.
Yes.
The will of God.
Yes.
A third verse. Jesus said, whoever does the will of God is my brother and sister and mother. There are many sisters, brothers, and
Of course.
sisters, brothers, and mothers with Jesus.
Yes.
Anyhow, the point I would like to stress here is that Jesus said, whoever does the will of God. He did not say, if you do my will, or if you follow me, you will be saved. If you believe in the blood I give for you,
Yes.
you will be saved. No. He said,
Of course.
keep the commandments, follow God, and keep the commandments. Let me go to a very crucial verse, very critical one.
Please.
This is from the Bible, by the way.
SubhanAllah.
It says, submit. Please, pay attention to this. Submit. The Bible says, submit yourselves to God. James 4:7. Can you believe it?
SubhanAllah.
This is from the Bible,
Yes.
indicating submission,
Yes.
confirming the meaning of Islam. What is the meaning of Islam?
Exactly.
Submission. Submission.
Ah.
So submission is the religion of all prophets. Now
Well,
let's
thank
go.
you very much, Doctor. Just keep that thought, and after the break we'll continue our discussion. Well, thanks for watching. Stay tuned, and we'll be right back after this short break. Assalamu alaikum.
Such different people from different lands. We're all descendants of the first man.